You did a video on blue checks, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I think I know, and in fact had been approached a couple years ago by a guy who came up to me, he's like, yo, $6,000, I'll get you a blue check.
I'm really bitter because I don't have one. That's why I made the video. I can't get laid because I don't have the blue check mark. My DMs aren't getting answered.
It's overrated.
Yeah, in some ways probably. But anyway, I wish I had one because I could reach out. It would help with the journalism aspect because I could reach out to people. No one answers my DMs now. It would be nice to at least have that ability to know in more confidence that they'd see it. Well, anyway.
I would love to do a test of that. I wonder because I wonder, I don't want to be a creep who's just contacting people and being like, test, will you answer me? But to to have me and someone with the same amount of followers reach out. But that's not an actual test.
Yeah, because they know if I'm reaching out,
they might have seen my channel. They might know,
Or if they know me, it's like, I'm not answering. I know what he's doing.
Sure. So go ahead and tell the blue check story.
Yeah, there was these companies have algorithms, right? And there's ways to game it. And you have all these little young kids that figure out ways to game the system. And so there's been numerous ways to game the blue checkmark system. One was you were an athlete. And so these like backup athletes at college, but because they had some recruiting profile on them, they got the blue check mark. And now the most recent one that got exposed was a musician scandal. DJs, where they would come up with a profile for you on Spotify, and it would be 6 songs of just the most simple melody that you could download off some website for free. And then they have, of course, some nice pictures from you pay for a photographer to come out and nice pictures. And I'm a new DJ Spencer coming to town. And then you pay for articles. And so you have articles, you've got a Spotify, you pay for streams. All in, you're paying $5 or $10 grand. Then maybe you pay someone else $5 or $10 grand to set all this up and do the system for you. And you go to Instagram and they see DJ, they see blue check mark on Spotify, they see blue check mark on Facebook, some news articles. Ding.
Yeah.
You're a musician. And so on your Instagram bio, you put like musician, boom, you got it. And for a lot of people are paying 15, 25K, you get the blue check. And now you're a legitimate, and now you can sell your Amazon drop shipping course, and they see all the social signals are there. Blue check, you paid for followers, you've got the high-end pictures, you've got the car.
Yeah.
It just works. The sad reality is it works.
Yeah, I knew a guy that did that. And he did the DJ route and got his check and
still has it?
Because part of the was lost.
Part of the scandal is they lost it.
We have a head shake. No.
Oh,
it's gone.
It's gone. And by the way, it's like incredibly hard to get it back if you lose it.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. You know what's fascinating that I think is unchanging is humans' deep need for status and markers of status, and then the gamification of how you can circumvent the hard work required to get status in order to just get the signal.
Let's go a step further.
Yeah.
Social media is generally skewed younger. You have young guys who are trying to circumvent all this, right? Yeah. This is mostly young dudes, mostly 22 to 25-year-olds who are desperate for the blue check and willing to pay. You get the paycheck from your job and you go pay for the blue check mark.
Yeah.
Paycheck to blue check. That's kind of a funny name. But anyway, how many 40-year-olds do this, right? You don't really hear of that often.
No, I think many. Because they've probably spent their life, if they are like, you can get a guaranteed blue check in several years if you build something.
Right. Exactly.
It's a promise.
You get it organic.
Get in or build something. And then, I uploaded a photo of my license, and I presume they Google you, and then they go, oh, there's a thing here because you build something, and then it's done. So fascinating. Have you submitted your picture? You said you don't
numerous
have one.
Times, yeah.
And you did get
I don't get blue check. No, it's really tough too because I had an organic in Time magazine. I had an organic article about me and CoffeeZilla. That wasn't enough. You need 3. And so I
don't know that I have any articles, but that's interesting.
You also got yours, what, a year ago?
The 2 years?
Yeah, big difference. It's incredibly hard because
really?
Instagram, you're basically is kind of like diseases, right? Like a new disease enters in your body, figures out a way to adapt, right? And this is what Instagram has done because they want to protect that. I mean, the blue check, you could argue, is the most valuable currency on social media right now in 2022. There's nothing more valuable. And so they're obviously trying to protect it, and they don't want little shitheads to have the blue check. You want Drake and Rihanna to be the only ones who have it. And so once they figure out, okay, there's a little scheme over here, that's why they dropped a lot of people who, when they figured out who was doing the scheme,
they went back.
They went and dropped it. They're like, we got to get rid of this. You guys are bad actors in the scheme.
Wow.
And so, there's always ways to try and protect against it. So if you've gotten it before, man, you're fortunate. Because, I have a buddy who's been trying to get Alex Hormozy's blue check because he doesn't. I don't think he has one.
Alex doesn't have one?
I don't think he has one.
Wow.
Maybe he does now, but I know it took like a long time because the entrepreneur space is incredibly challenging.
That makes sense.
It's the entrepreneur space because all the shitheads just completely ruined that. If you said you were an entrepreneur, there was just so
he
many
doesn't
ways to
have
game
a
it.
check.
He doesn't. Yeah, so he
with
still doesn't.
600,000.
And he's as legit as any $100 million net worth. Yeah, impersonators.
Goofy.